Yes, they are the Geek Fighters,
Oh, yeah,
and to be honest, I think I accidentally botched your intro because the desktop audio wasn't picking up on
Oh,
OBS.
well, I'm Fighter Cows. Double RPG's the guy you see there playing.
Yeah.
And Metal Blue Eyes is the other guy. And oh, wait, I thought you flipped. Oh, no. Oh, no, your layout. Oh, no.
Not the layout.
You had it right when you were doing the Nintendo stream. You know, the camera, so it looks like you're actually facing the game.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like you're not facing the game.
Oh, I am facing the game.
No. On the stream, like if you switch the layout in the chat boxes.
Oh, okay, I see what you're talking about. And
Yeah.
hey, Lord Doom.
You know, it's not important. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Might
So
as well
Metal,
be, I guess.
In the meantime, actually no, Kyle, Double R. What is the goal today? Before I get into the game.
Today, you know, you remember that one guy whose name we can't even stand, who we saw again in the previous episode? Well, it's time for us to say, it's time for him to meet his maker. So yes, today we're finally putting an end to that vampire who has been a thorn in our side for quite too long.
Excellent.
So, long story short, we're defeating Necklord today for good. Neckbeard goes down? Yes, Neckbeard does go down, Lord Doom. Sorry about that, Jerry. Didn't mean to botch your intro.
Oh man, I thought you did the Switch because the Nintendo one had it, so it looked like your webcam was facing like the game.
Well, if we want, then I could, flip the live chat in the webcam real quick. I can do that.
You can?
Yeah, I can do that real
yeah.
quick.
If it's,
Oh yes.
I don't want to. Yeah, I didn't know if it was that big of a deal, so I was like,
Oh no, it's not that big of a deal. Let me just.
LPH,
Okay.
how's it going? He said,
Hey,
as long as
LPH.
it doesn't sparkle,
Hey.
and long as it doesn't sparkle. Yeah, because vampires don't sparkle.
Yeah. Here we go. How's that look? Does that look a lot better?
Yes. Yeah. Boom.
All right.
It's a weird psychological thing, apparently. I did
Yeah.
not know about.
Oh yeah, we gotta think metal
As
for
for
it.
me, though, that's why I don't have my webcam on when I stream, because it's not gonna look like it looks like I'm just gonna be facing directly at you, because I don't have one of those webcams that. Actually, I do, but.
Lord Doom says, I remember what Necklord's rune does, and it's still the most broken thing ever to me. Oh yeah, you'll get a glimpse of that today during the stream, as to what it does.
Hey, hello!
Oh, Frandemonium, thanks for the follow.
Oh.
We love this game too.
Yes. For as
Especially
long-
you, and the other viewers in our chat. Because me and Metal Blue Eyes, the other two voices you're hearing, we never played Suikoden.
No.
I played part 3. I played a little bit of part 3. That's what, as I keep saying, I remember the Duck Clan.
Mm-hmm. But hey, at least you're getting some enjoyment with, watching me play it. Maybe this will give you an incentive to actually try it out in the future. Who knows? But if you ever need some pointers, you know who to ask.
The
And Lord Doom says, you mentioned it in one of the previous fights with him, complete immunity from both physical and magical damage. How do you beat that? He's basically a JoJo villain.
Yeah, basically. Because JoJo villains are always OP.
Mm-hmm.
Araki always likes to make it like, how to make him so broken, and how to make it so he still loses. Frandemonium said they only played 2 and 4.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I played all of them, but the only one I have never beaten to this day is 4.
Oh, is that the one that's the black sheep?
Yeah, that's the Black Sheep.
The one that people don't like.
Yeah.
Lord Doom said Dio in Stardust Crusaders was actually, or you mean overall?
Mm-hmm.
So Dio's meant to be more busted. Overall, in 1 and 3, or just in Stardust Crusaders?
I'm pretty sure he's referring to both 1 and 3. Because even in the first story arc, Phantom Blood, he was kind of broken. Or he was broken.
Oh, Lord Doom said, yeah, the version we saw in Stardust Crusaders, that was Dio after Araki nerfed him. Now, in the meantime, before we fight Necklord, Metal, you have a bigger Yu-Gi-Oh story than I do. Can you condense it? You're almost there?
Yeah, just earlier today I hit Gold 1, so...
And ranks for Master Duel?
Yes.
Wow.
And at the moment, I'm only 3 victories away from Platinum ranking again, Platinum 5.
Okay, real quickly, before we move on, I just want to let you guys know, this spot right here, if you remember when we recruited the Unicorn however many episodes ago, if we did not recruit the Unicorn, if we wanted to recruit the Octopus / Kraken, then this is the spot right here in this cave where we would have done it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, little interesting piece of trivia right there. Just in case if you decide not to recruit Siegfried and decide to get the Octopus. And his name's not Octopussy, okay?
Aw, why not?
I don't know. We might get copyrighted by MGM Studios because of, James Bond, villain.
As is the case. Usually.
And
By the way, any of you guys ready? Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, LPH says any version of Dio is broken.
True.
But anyway, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, if any of you are ready for KOF
Oh, yes.
Tuesday.
King of Tuesdays.
Looking forward to it.
The per SNK's thing, Tuesday, you're not going to see any, story mode or gallery mode, because it's SNK said, please don't. And I'm like, you could have done a lot worse, so fine. Because they just said, please don't that day, when it releases.
Yeah.
Globally, officially, to go ahead.
Mhm.
But
They just
They
want
say,
you to
"Could you
hold your
hold off?"
horses.
yeah.
All right.
Hold on for a sec. Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty much playing the same game as Atlas when it comes to Persona 5. They didn't want anybody to spoil it when it first came out. Actually, let's put the magic robe on you since... There we go. Perfect. Lord Doom, the novel version is even more broken than the original Dio idea.
Oh God, the novel is just. Novel's got all kinds of wacky wahoo.
Just like just like Baki the Grappler.
Yeah. Just like it.
So, how you guys doing this week?
Well, I mean, Metal said what happened. Me, I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel myself because I'm brand new to it. Because I've watched a lot of the anime but never bothered to learn the card game. So I'm finally doing that, and I am surprised I even made it to silver.
Yeah,
That's
that's an accomplishment.
Yeah. For me, that's kind of nuts.
Yeah, it's worth something.
Me, it's been about the same for me since last time I've been playing more pixel remasters of Final Fantasy games.
You say Pixel Remaster, that made me realize I really want to play that HD 2D Live Alive.
Oh yes, from what we saw at the Nintendo
Quite the
Direct.
surprise.
That one, that really caught me off guard because that's one of those Super Famicom games that never made a Western release from, throughout all this time, and now it officially has. That's incredible. And I even took a look at the character trailer for that game too, and there is going to be English voice acting incorporated in it too.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm. And what was funny? I actually found it to be really funny how one of the bosses in that game, you're fighting this guy in the wrestling ring, and this wrestling ring, and he does look a lot like Hulk Hogan.
Yes, it's kind of cool. Like you go through different eras.
Mm-hmm. Brandemonium says sleepy and it's 6 a.m. where he or she is at right now, and he wants to get into Final Fantasy but don't know which game to start with. Well, that's gonna be up to you.
That's the beauty of Final Fantasy.
Yeah, because every game you don't have to follow them in order, as
yeah.
You can just basically pick one and just start with it. So it's basically whichever one appeals to you the most.
Because they're usually not sequels unless they say so in their title, like 10-2 or 13-2.
Mm-hmm. But I would say probably the one that you want to go with, in case if you want a streamlined experience, is probably Final Fantasy 15. Since that's an action RPG and not a turn-based one. I mean, it's kind of the same thing with me when it came to Dragon Quest. Like, the first Dragon Quest I ever, beaten was Dragon Quest XI's on my Nintendo Switch, but I did that a few years ago.
I mean, well, dude, golly, they both have red names.
Which one has the best story? I would say any of the earlier ones from, like,
6.
1 through 6, yes. Or if you want one of the more recent ones, the 9 story is actually pretty good, too.
6, 9. I like, quote unquote, the black sheep of the franchise, but I'm a weirdo for that, apparently, for liking 8, so.
Hey, I mean, you're not alone. There's a lot of people.
If I suggest 8, which is my favorite, just know that apparently that is the wild card suggestion.
Yeah, apparently.
And most people would probably say 9 or 6.
Mm-hmm.
Which are also great.
Oh yeah.
I'm not super Final Fantasy guy, but even I don't hate it. I mean, obviously I played a couple of them.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to Final Fantasy, for me anyway, yeah, for me anyways, I mean, I like all of them, including Final Fantasy VII, but I do acknowledge, people's complaints and saying it's overrated, and to be honest, it is, when it comes to its popularity.
It's funny. That's why how I am with, if I remember right, I'm pretty sure I've been consistent with that, where I'm like, I don't outright hate 7.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, you're right, it's just over. Like,
yeah, it's just that
it
gets way too much credit than it deserves.
Yeah. Like,
okay.
Fun.
Thought
said him personally, he'd choose 6.
Oh yeah, 6 is pretty good, and its Pixel Remaster is coming out in a week from Wednesday, if I recall. And also, want to make note, at some point we're gonna have to come back to these caves, because there's this guy right here who's in this cave to the left. He's one of the last people we can recruit, but we need to have over 100 Stars of Destiny already recruited beforehand before we can recruit him. His name is Mazus, M-A-Z-U-S. No, that's not redneck for saying my Zeus or whatever.
Roman soldiers would actually sometimes say "Me Hercules," though. Funny enough. My Hercules.
Interesting.
Random history thrown at you.
Yeah. I kind of wonder why Hercules has 2 names, where it's just Hercules or the other is Heracles.
Well, it's just Greek or Roman.
Well, I guess that's true.
Roman is Hercules, Greek is Heracles.
Lord Doom says that 4 is his favorite with all the after year stuff. Yeah,
Oh, I remember that. What was that? Wii or
it
that
was
Wii?
on the Wii, and then
Yeah,
it
I
was
remember
originally
having
on mobile phones, but then it got a Wii port, and then we got the full version of the after years for both the PC and the PSP through the Final Fantasy IV Complete collection. LPH says Final Fantasy VII is in the same level of overrated as Ocarina of Time. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, a lot of people say that Ocarina of Time is the best Zelda game, but for me personally, it's always A Link to the Past. All right,
So-
Frandemonium. Definitely, you'll definitely get a
all right,
really...
I'll play 6. Yeah, yeah. If you're looking at what is it like? All the votes. I guess most 6 got the most.
Mm-hmm.
And it's getting the Pixel remaster soon, so
Yes. I think I want to go this way. Oh. No, I did not want to go that way, but I did want to get that item, regardless. Wind Hat.
Starchild said all the money they wasted on making stuff later 7, they could have released a lot of other stuff. Except they'll make more money. They'll make it back. I mean, I agree, though. I wish I could see other stuff. Lord Doom said Majora's Mask was the first Zelda game he 100% completed. Never again.
But you know how businesses are. Whenever they see something that makes them a lot of money, they're just going to milk that cow dry.
Yeah, but you heard about Lord Doom 100% complete?
Oh, yeah, Majora's Mask. Oh, man, that is... And I still haven't even gone through the entirety of Majora's Mask. Even though I did try to put in some effort to try to get through it, but it's just like, after, like, the second dungeon, it's just like... It's like the game doesn't really throw you a bone. It's just like, they just tell you, get good.
Get good?
Mm-hmm. Get good in a Zelda game. I know.
And I like Majora's Mask, but I don't, well, I didn't own an N64 long enough. So it wasn't really me not beating it because I didn't want to.
Uh-huh.
It's me because I didn't really keep an N64. I had it, and then it went bye-bye.
Yeah, I was kind of the same thing, too. I mean, I got the N64 one Christmas, and then the next Christmas I got the PlayStation 1. I think the first game I ever owned on PS1 was Parasite Eve.
That's an interesting first game.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even know that game was actually based off a novel, which, you know, the novel did get a movie adaptation.
Lord Doozy, even with the mask, finding all the fairies was a massive pain.
Oh,
and you
God,
didn't even
yes.
get trophies or achievements back then. Actually, you still don't on Nintendo systems.
No, you don't. I remember the Wii U when it came to Miiverse. The form, you know, the form
they had,
map.
like, stamps. Yeah.
Yeah, they had like little achievements on their own, but it wasn't through Nintendo specifically.
Yep. My
I
first
remember
PlayStation
the
1 game was
Miiverse.
Street Fighter
What a-
Alpha.
I remember what a shit show it was.
Yeah, I remember when people were asking, how does Metroid crawl?
All right, boss time. Fighting this big giant rock guardian called the Stone Golem. Well, I guess it would be called that, wouldn't it? Randemonium says that his or her first PS1 games were Chrono Cross and Rhapsody. Rhapsody. Oh, hey! Nanabi's eating ramen during the Unite attack. Nice!
Yeah.
She was eating ramen.
Good. She won't be unbalanced now.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in a while.
No, I know. You figure that she would do that during the Luca Blight battle, but...
Oh, there was some things in the chat about first PS1 game I didn't even see.
Mm-hmm.
Fran said their first PS1 game was Chrono Cross and Rhapsody.
Mm-hmm.
Starshell said his first PS1 game was probably WWF Warzone and Fighting Force,
Oh, Fighting Force. Actually,
which
I never owned Fighting Force, and I never owned a PS1 before I did
Hello?
that one Christmas. So I
Yeah?
would say the first PS1 game I played when I did not own a PS1 was Fighting Force.
was Battle Talk to us, or
No, I was not.
oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah, I had.
Talk to you.
Let me turn that down
What?
a little.
Why would I talk to you on stream?
Exactly.
I remember I had Street Fighter Alpha, and then I later got Brain Dead 13 in Siberia,
Oh,
And I also
yeah,
had a-
that's right.
and I also had another text adventure game, Chronicles of the Sword. For some reason, a lot of my early PS1 games were text adventures. For some reason,
Interesting.
like
Really?
or adventure games, point and click adventure, not text
Oh,
adventure.
point
Sorry,
and clicks, not yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
point and click adventures for some reason.
There we saw that
And then I
golem.
randomly had Brainstorm, which is pretty good. Shoot.
There we saw that golem doing a nipple
Yeah.
beam.
He literally did a Guyver.
Yeah.
He literally pulled a Guyver right there, opening his chest up. Lord Doom said getting the Fierce Deity mask was also a pain, mostly because it involved getting every other mask in the game.
Oh yeah. It literally was a pain too. And I think you also had to like at the very end when you're about to go up against Majora, when you have to give those kids all the masks you obtained, you have to give the kids the right masks in order to get the Fierce Deity mask.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
like Nintendo, right?
Yeah. I know a lot of people say that Nintendo should do like horror-based games, but when you look at Majora's Mask's story, it's kind of, you know, it's like, do they really even need to do something like that? Since the game kind of, you know, speaks for itself for, you know, doing something, or, you know, having something of an adult or a grown-up type of theme take place. I guess.
Oh, yes. Okay. Lord Doom said, "You just have to give them all the masks. You don't have to give them specific ones. Then you have to do some.
Oh, okay.
I forget how many though.
Okay.
That's what he said.
Hmm. I know we probably should have had Humphrey in our party, but honestly, when going up against Neckbeard and with him being a magic-based user, it's kind of moot to do so, to be honest.
Uh-huh. Well, yeah, Necklord's different.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's pulling the Guyver again.
Yep. Oh, there it is. Open. Yep. Just like Guyver. A lot of damage. Starchild said, "My friend's cousin got a PS1 early in its release, and he got a couple of games of his. So we would just play those games over and over. I had a few demo discs I would take over there. When I would get new game mags, we would check out the... Yes! I have those memories. I have memories like that too, yup. Oh, I still have my demo discs from PSM and all those other type, like, at PlayStation
I still
Underground.
have some, believe it or not.
Yeah. I still have them, yep. Just like Metal 2.
Oh yeah, I remember with my especially with my PS2, I always had those PlayStation Underground discs.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And Jam Pack. You know, Jam Pack?
Mm-hmm. I think I had one of those.
Sounds familiar.
Oh, I finally got the golem.
He's had to get blasted on by your own beast, but...
Yes. By my
Well, we
own
finally
summon.
well, at least he got rid of that Guyver ripoff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Metal. He literally was doing the Guyver thing.
Alright, since we're done with that boss, it's time for us to make our way to Tento, where Neckbeard is waiting for us.
Yes.
And you probably would have guessed why I did not have Sierra or Khan use any of their runes is because they need them for the Necklord fight.
Right.
Out of all the PS1 games, which do you guys consider to be like one of the most hidden gems? Aside from this game. For me personally, I would say one of the most hidden gems had to be Brave Fencer Musashi. And
Sashi?
mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, no, I know of it. It's a Square Enix, wasn't it?
Squaresoft back in the day, but yeah.
Squaresoft, yeah. Sorry about that, yeah, Squaresoft.
No, that's cool. But yeah, I honestly believe that game was one of the most hidden gems on the system, aside from Suikoden 1 and 2. And that was the first game that we played as the Geek Fighters.
Oh, that it was. Yeah. Well, for me, like, one I like that I don't hear a lot about is a game by Bandai called Silent Bomb. If either of you guys have heard of that one.
Silent what?
Silent Bomb.
Silent Bomber by Bandai.
A Silent Bobber? No, I don't think I've ever heard of it.
It's actually a fun game where you go around and the whole thing is you've
Wow.
got these, like, explosive gauntlets and you can, like, stack your explosives to just, like, blow shit up, and that's like the whole thing.
I looked it up just to Google it, and developers CyberConnect. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, published by
CyberConnect.
Bandai, yeah. CyberConnect. Yeah, you run around in, like, this gigantic ship, blowing up mecha and machinery and everything, with these bombs that stack, that, you know, make them super powerful. Plus you get, like, elemental bombs that are, like, fire, or, like, electric, or, like, black hole bombs and everything.
Electric
It's,
Boogaloo.
it's pretty... And the story's kind of nuts, too, so... With some of the, some of that choice 1990s Japanese dubbed voice acting.
Huh. Lord Doom, he didn't say anything.
Dark
Golly.
Child.
Starchild said Walmart had about 6 PS1 games at the time because they were so new, and his friend actually got the only copy of Lunar 1 that was sent there.
Oh, wow.
And Walmart had to push out the Super Nintendo games to make room for the PS1 games coming in.
Mhm.
And Lord Doom said, the idea of a black hole bomb is terrifying, and he's right.
I mean, it is.
So the Silent Bomber, there's two underrated ones I know.
Yeah.
I told you about one of them that you, Kyle and Alex, never heard of. Omega Boost.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, how did y'all not know about Omega Boost? I didn't know. Omega Boost is a really cool mecha action game where you're just this robot zipping around, friggin' shooting everything up. Like it's really cool, man. Like the way the robot moves, and it was developed, believe it or not. Would you believe this? It was developed by the people who made Gran Turismo.
Polyphony Digital.
Yes.
Yes.
That's right. It was like.
Matter of fact, it's even
Okay,
running
what
on the
was it?
Gran
They
Turismo
made-
engine.
Yeah, they made Gran Turismo, and then they made this, and then they've made nothing but Gran Turismo since.
Omega Boost is so fun, had a good soundtrack, and I'm like, how did y'all not know? And then the other game, this one probably less people even know, is called Trag.
Yeah, I can't
And-
say I've heard of that one.
Trag was a action game that was let me see, I forget what Trag stood for. What did Trag? Tactical Rescue Assault Group. And it kind of played like a beat 'em up and Resident Evil. Like you go around a building, but like you were not the one to be jump scared. You were still seeing about people, but you'd walk around like that in this building.
Oh,
and take pre-rendered background.
Walk
Tank
around and see about
controls.
people.
Yeah. Except like you could actually see more people. one.
But it was done under the guise of a beat 'em up. Oh, you mean like Crow City of Angels, the video game?
Yeah, I had that game too.
I recall that. Yeah.
I
Oh,
actually had that game too.
and that game was atrocious.
Yeah, no, but Trag actually plays good, and it was made by Sunsoft.
Sunsoft, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Japan, it's called Hard Edge. Over here, they change it to
Out the
Trag.
edge.
Tactical, yeah.
Auto Edge.
Out
Yeah, look
the edge.
Trag. It was. I actually liked it a lot. It was one of those underrated, like nobody heard about games, which I had. My dad and me, we would do that with games. I think I told the stories before, but if you're new, me and my dad, me as a kid and my dad would take me to like video stores or game shops and stuff, and we just buy random stuff that caught our eye, and sometimes they were actual hidden gems, and sometimes they were garbage, but either way, that's what we.
the roll of the dice, right?
Yeah,
All
we do
right.
that.
All right, guys. By the time we go through this door, we're gonna see about Neckbeard. Finally.
Nice.
And before that, Lord Doom said the gun in Mass Effect that shoots black holes and Ryu Hayabusa, because one of his ninja hit arts is just him throwing a black hole at you.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And Star Child says he actually still has Trag. What if that game's rare? Before we fight Neck Lord.
Do what?
So I wonder if Trag is rare.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
Apparently, eBay, if it's unopened, it's pretty rare. It goes for over 100. If it's open though, it's like 60, 30. So it's uncommon. Not terribly rare, but definitely common. Because I'm seeing it go complete in box like 70 and stuff.
Yeah.
And if it's just a disc, it's 30.
Damn.
Yeah. Dang, I should have kept that game. Shoot.
All right. This right here, what Victor's gonna say, towards Necklord about how much he wants to defeat him is probably one of the greatest lines you'll ever hear him say in this game. And I'll quote it verbatim. Let's just take a second here. Okay, here it goes. I'll make sure you can never make that grin again. I'll chop you up, grind you up, dry you in the sun, break you to pieces, bury you in the ground, piss on you, then I'll dig you up, pull you, stretch you, drag you around, and then, in any case, I'll never forgive you.
Man.
Savage. I think that's the most savage you'll ever hear Victor in this game. But Necklord, you didn't even think about this. It was all a trap. I mean, it was all a ploy just to trap you in that force field. Even Khan says, that was a great performance, Victor. Thanks to you, we are now prepared. Nice. I'm all for Victor. He understands revenge, Lord Doom says. That'd be like a game over screen, Kind of like the game over screen in Friday the 13th, the game on the NES, where it just says, "You and your friends are dead. Game over." Woo! Now, I also want to say, too, when we go into this boss fight against Necklord, I will say it is the best boss fight theme in this game ever. LPH said, "Are you sure you're not a Belmont?" Well, I wouldn't be surprised if Khan in this game is actually, since he's part of the Marley family, that the Marley family is supposed to be based on the Belmonts, because it's obvious that Necklord is supposed to be based off Dracula from Castlevania. Anyway, here's the theme. I'll let you all listen for just a few seconds. I see what you wrote there, Lord Doom. Yeah, that's pretty good. Or in Lakeview Cabin, where it goes, "You, your friends, and your dog is dead." I would say that'd be even more savage of a game over screen like that. Anyway, let's not waste any time. Let's not waste any time and let's get on with this boss fight. LPH says, "Sounds like a Mortal Kombat boss theme." Yeah, I can see that. And Lord Doom says, "Whoever is paying to play this music in the background needs a raise. They are killing it." Oh yeah. They truly are. That's why I said this. This is why this song almost sounds like it's from a Castlevania game. Yes, Lord Doom, I promise you that we are seeing about him in this fight. No doubt about that. We're not gonna Naruto this and say, "Hey, everything's forgiven." That's not how it works. Both Chaos and Metal, can you hear the theme song for this boss fight? I hope. But I'll tell you, Lord Doom, if it turns out to be one of those one of these battles where it's like Naruto, where you go through the fight and then all is forgiven at the end, I probably would say, believe it. But, and if that was the case, then that would make things a lot more cringeworthy. All right. Neckbeard is down. Finally. Oh, welcome back, Jerry. I didn't even see that you put "Be Right Back." So, that's my bad. Lord Doom, yeah, that is, you make a pretty good point there. I mean, if he was a part of the boss fight, then I'm pretty sure that Victor would be like, get the hell out of here. And then the moon rune that was in Necklord that he took from Sierra is going back to its rightful owner. Get out of here with that. I'm killing him anyway. Yes. All right. And just so you know, Jerry, we finally defeated Necklord in battle.
Oh, well.
So, yeah, it's time to say goodbye to this vampire.
I got to see him whimper.
Yeah.
I want to see you squirt.
He's like Scarecrow in Batman Arkham Knight. He's just a helpless and scared man underneath. Did he just go E? Yes, he did go E.
Yes, he did.
Star Dragon Sword says, die, vampire. And here's the coup de grace. Screw you, Necklord, and your name sucks!
Yeah.
You bore, Victor says. But yes. It's all over with that vampire.
Lord Doom said, you don't get to do the dirt he did and then make the surprise Pikachu face when someone comes for you. For real.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we're done in the Tento region for the time being because we defeated Necklord and we can head back to our castle. But before doing that, well, then again, I guess we could sharpen anybody's weapon, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. But, yeah. So, we're officially done here in this place. Tento is saved.
What's going on now?
Oh, we're just seeing the final scene over here in Tento, how Rio pretty much saved everybody. And Jess has a change of heart about him because he thought that ever since Annabelle's murder in episode 3 that that Rio was nothing but a criminal, but he actually sees the good in his heart after, saving everybody here.
I lost a lot of soldiers, Doogie.
Yes.
You gonna help me? TV's Doogie Howser, Neil Patrick Harris.
Yes.
Okay, Skinner, you're gonna get it in the face.
Yes.
Bad call.
Did I get any money? Well, they said they changed it just enough so they wouldn't have to pay us any royalties. You know who the real criminals are. Sleazy Hollywood producers.
True.
Homer was spitting facts that day. Like
Exactly. Yeah. Wasn't lying.
All right. We got more people who joined our army now. I don't think we have 100 people just yet, but we're getting closer. So yes, we are done here in the Tento region. Now, you remember that one pathway, you know, when we were trying to arrive in the Tento region that I told you that we needed to go into because it has a character from Suikoden 5 that we can recruit, right? Well, we're going to do that right now. Lord Doom says, I just remembered something hilarious that makes Moon Knight even funnier, and it's a thing that actually happened. That's the best part. Okay, what would that be?
Well, he's writing it.
Yeah.
Tiger Mouth Village over here reminds me of that one place in that one town in Tales of Arise where you start off.
Uh-huh.
Where it's, you know, it just looks so barren because, you know, things because that one lord just cares about.
Yeah, that was like
setting on fire.
Oh yeah, that in the you're talking about in the first act, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that the lord of that region was a piece of shit that I do not even want to touch with a 10-foot pole. All right, talk to this guy. And for those who played Suikoden 5, may actually remember who he is.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to George Prime, aka Deathblow George, one of the main characters in Suikoden 5.
Oh yeah, I gotta stop you right for a second. The way he said, "Ladies and gentlemen, George Prime," like I thought it legit felt like you're going, "Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty."
But yeah, this is George Prime. So he's a swordsman who has one heck of a history within the Suikoden series when it comes to his his work ethic, basically. But yes, as I said, he's one of the main characters along the side of the main protagonist in the 5th game, which is a prequel to the first game, as it takes place 6 years before the events of Suikoden 1. All right. George joins the group, so George Prime is amongst the 108 Stars of Destiny for this game. And look at his stats. He's at level 58. And most of our party members are at level 48. They're not above level 50, but this guy right here, he has a level that's over 50, close to 60. And he's got the Killer Rune, and that Killer Rune, what it does is that it's actually it actually has gives the user a higher chance of giving a critical hit rate, or giving a higher critical hit rate. And take a look at the hit points on the bottom left. He has 666 hit points.
Boy.
So he's the devil.
So Lord Doom said some stuff.
Uh-huh.
He said a partial reason Khonshu did the Age of Khonshu stuff in that storyline was because he was jealous the Stone Age Avengers didn't invite him to join. So part of that all happening was a guy just being petty. It's the best for Moon Knight. Is Suikoden 5 actually after 2, or is it like...
Suikoden 5 is right before the first game. The first Suikoden.
Oh, wow, okay. So he's young
it's a prequel
5.
that takes place 6 years before Suikoden 1.
Okay.
Yeah. And Suikoden 5 is pretty much the redeemer of the Suikoden franchise, in my opinion, after Suikoden 4, because of how Suikoden 4 pretty much almost killed the franchise with the direction it took. Suikoden 5 is basically... It takes all the charm that and all the pros of this game and just, goes back to basics with those in this. I mean, in the 5th game. Okay, let me see if my hunch was right if I go back to Banner Village to actually get that item. Because if it is, then we can finally recruit that guy into our party. Yes, here it is. Oh, my hunch was correct. The Rose Brooch. So we can finally get that that French aristocrat from Rabbit Town to finally join us.
Finally.
Yes.
And Lord Doom said, at the end, Moon Knight was like, "Bro, you serious? You had me give the hands to the Avengers for this?"
Are Moon Knight and Taskmaster the same character, or are they different characters? Because
They're different.
Yeah, okay.
Similar, but they're different.
Mm-hmm. It's just because I always thought that was just another code name for Moon Knight was Taskmaster, but no. Well, it's good to know that I was wrong.
Let's see here. Let's see here. What was Taskmaster's name? Anthony Tony Masters. And Moon Knight's name was Mark Spector.
Okay, so they are different people.
Yeah. Yeah, and Lord Doom even said he actually even fought Taskmaster and Moon Knight.
Mm-hmm.
And he put their names. Tony Masters is one, I forget the other, and Moon Knight's Mark Spector. Lord Doom also said he actually Moon Knight actually did give the hands to Iron Fist, Thor, Black Panther, and I forget who else, but they were all 1v1s, and he gave them. Wow, Iron Fist and Thor, like what? Okay.
Well,
comic
I guess
power scaling never makes any sense to me.
I guess it's safe to say that no one should disregard Moon Knight if he's that crazy powerful, that crazy fierce.
Oh god, where's my glove? I need. Ah, Jesus! I can never see. It's dark room.
All right. We got one person we can recruit in this town now after we just went through Necklord, and basically this guy who goes by the name of Gentetsu, he's a great priest.
Alright, where is my glove?
Now, in order to get this guy to join us, the combined strength of all the characters in our party has to equal over 400 strength points.
Okay, Lord Doom said something funny. He said, when Moon Knight was fighting Taskmaster, and he fought Taskmaster, he's using all his stolen skills, but Moon Knight was like, "I'm crazy and I don't care," and he just walks through the damage and jacks Taskmaster up. Oh, and they're all pushing him. Where's my glove? Oh, it fell. Of course it fell.
Oh.
If you don't know, I need my glove because when you draw on tablets, screen tablets, not having a glove makes your hand like stick to the tablet and you never really draw quite right. At least on this tablet.
What are you drawing now?
I don't know.
Don't know? You haven't really decided yet?
I was working on Blender earlier. Yeah, I literally I'm gonna open it up Clip Studio Paint and then throw a dart at a board.
Okay, I think we recruited all we could so far, so it's time for us to head to the next story bit of this game. And since we got the Tento Republic to actually join our cause, it's time for us to make our full counterattack against the Highland Army.
They're gonna learn today. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, and William said that because I wonder how he beat Iron Fist, and he said Moon Knight used his Fist of Khonshu, which is basically its equal to Iron Fist.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Interesting.
You don't know how tough Iron Fist is. This dude beat up Wolverine and Sabretooth. Okay, you know how tough they are.
Oh yeah, they're tough.
He beat Sabretooth blinded.
Really?
Iron Fist. Eh.
Dang.
And he said Moon Knight beat Thor because Uru's apparent origin, the metal for his hammer,
Mm-hmm.
was that it's rock from the first moon ever created. And since Moon Knight is a representative of a moon god, he just used that to override the hammer's worthiness enchantment. And LPH asked if Moon Knight fought Deadpool. Probably.
Yeah, I would say
I'm
so.
surprised. Probably. But if Lord Doom says no, I'm like, what? Then they should do that. That's you're leaving money on the table. Wow! Lord Doom said he did, and Deadpool was like, nah, that dude's nuts. I can't deal with him. Think about that. Deadpool was calling someone else crazy.
Crazy fool.
I got stuff to post to Pixiv. Oh wait, no I don't.
All right, so our first mission, as Shu told us, that we're now on equal strength with Highland when it comes to our the number of troops we have under our command. So it's time for us to make our counterattack against them and take back some places that they have taken for themselves. So that ought to be very interesting.
Archer. I saw the word Archer and it just made me immediately. I play so much Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm thinking of Junk Archer. Lord Doom said the storyline behind it. Yep. Lord Doom said the storyline behind that was that Deadpool was hired to kill an old man because the old man did some raw stuff and Moon Knight was on his I want to preserve all life vibe.
Huh.
For some reason, my brain was like, hey, you read that about Moon Knight. You watch Suikoden. Here's something totally related. And this is where you're like, maybe there's some schizo on top of that borderline. But my brain's like, you know what's related to all that?
What?
The Super Mario World music, Athletic.
Oh, yes.
I think it's Athletic.
Yes, it's the athletic theme. Yeah, that's that's like Yoshi's Island 3, level 3, where you hear that music for the first time.
Actually, I'm not sure if it's Athletic. It's the one that goes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Athletic. Yeah. Okay, I was right. Huh. Yeah. For some reason, my brain's like that's related to what Lord Doom's talking about. Totally, right?
LPH also said, wow, now I'm thinking Joker versus Moon Knight, but yet again, Joker is not crazy enough to fight the IRS.
He's not.
But Lord Doom says Joker would have no shot because Moon Knight could and would 100% kill him. Yeah, he would.
Basically.
Oh, Lord Doom continues. Oh, I thought you were going to read it. All right. Lord Doom said it's like the crossover they did with Punisher and Batman. Joker was legit scared of Punisher because a guy that would totally kill him would be scary when he's used to dealing with Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Who, as you know, Batman's all about the no killer.
Yeah. Yeah, so actually dealing with somebody who would actually take a man's life, I could see why Joker would actually get scared of somebody like the Punisher.
Punisher would legit probably do what he did to uh, that one guy in that one comic with super ultra violent, where it's like, what even is the point? That level of ultra violence. So, NSFW, even though I'm just describing it, Punisher did not kill a guy. He kept him alive, but Punisher ripped out a dude's guts and tied them around a tree and gave him enough painkillers so he wouldn't feel it, and also did something so he could keep him alive. And then when that guy woke up and saw his guts around the tree, Punisher just went up to him and said, "So, let's talk," to interrogate him. Heard about that?
Hmm.
That's something Pat said. I don't know. Lord Doom, like I remember Pat saying that. Pat said he got it from someone who actually read the comics. I don't know.
Ah. And Lord Doom says also there was a Spawn crossover where Batman was made to look like an idiot.
Ah, now I gotta read that.
I wonder if that would be like an interesting team up, Spawn and Batman.
Well, it happened.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, we come back in our room and looks like somebody's waiting for us to make our entrance and wants to assassinate us. Who is this lady who's in our room? Yes. This lady who wants to throw hands at us, yeah, we have to fight her.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Then
yeah.
it's this kind. Oh wait, no, it's a regular fight.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a regular fight this time.
Lord Doom said this lady was trying to nuke Gotham and Spawn was about to kill her. Batman yells, "No, don't kill her." And Spawn responds, "Why not?" And the thought bubble for Batman reads, "I couldn't think of a good reason to give him to justify not killing her."
Huh.
Something along those lines. And LPA said, and if Judge Dredd versus Moon Knight, will Dredd kill him?
I don't think so, because...
Oh, no, if Judge Dredd judged Moon Knight, my dyslexia.
Oh, okay.
If he was able to judge him, would Dredd kill him?
That's a good question. He could try, but he wouldn't be able to, as Lord Doom said.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, that answers your own question. Alright, I got her.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, this woman Lucia, she's actually one of the main characters in Suikoden 3. You remember Hugo's mother?
Don't. That's okay.
Hugo was the main boy in Suikoden 3, who was from that nomad tribe.
I mean, that much I remember playing. Okay, so it's his mother.
Yes. This was his mother 15 years before Suikoden 3.
Huh. Did she tell them this story? I met Stars of Destiny before, and I almost tried to kill one.
Yes. We have somebody from Suikoden 5, and now we have somebody from Suikoden 3.
Lord Doom said about Dredd, the current Moon Knight is the current Moon God, with all the power that comes with that. So unless Dredd can kill gods, he's not going to kill Moon Knight. That and Moon Knight is actually immortal. Huh.
Well, would you look at that? There were no guards outside of our door before. Now there are now.
course.
Yep. Just like in the first game, when poor McDole almost got assassinated by the ninja. Not our metal, though.
Well, he's Blue Eyes now.
Yes.
Many things.
Alright, so... Next up, since we're going to take back Green Hill for ourselves, it's time for us to go back into army battles.
Oh boy.
Yes. Okay, so in order to take back Green Hill, one unit's going to be trying to attack the Highland Army who are stationed at Green Hill, while the other half goes east to try and fend them off at the Muse Green Hill border, just to distract them long enough so that way we can actually take back Green Hill City, or I should say Green Hill Zone.
Green Hill Zone, exactly. So I said I'll stick with it.
Alright. Now, we can go with Victor's group over to the Muse Green Hill border, or we can go with General Kiba to Green Hill and attack them head on. I'd say go with General Kiba's group.
Alright. Good mark of integrity.
Kiba says, we'll show these bastards, eh, Ridley? Ha ha ha, I'm not going to be shown up by an old man like you. What do you mean, old? I'm still young, at heart. It's always awesome to see, like, the light side of characters in a game, you know, in an RPG like this. Doesn't make it all too gloomy.
Yeah.
So anyway...
I thought that said VTuber, not Uber. It's like, yeah, good.
Yes, that is Uber. He was actually the general from the last army battle in the first game.
Lord Doom said Moon Knight's 100% immune to telepathic attack. And one last fact, Moon Knight without any powers whatsoever is still able to fight Punisher to a standstill. So with powers, he's a beast. And he recognized Uber!
Yes. Uber is one of the main antagonists in Suikoden 3.
Oh.
Yes. So I'm pretty sure that's why Lord Doom recognizes him. And in Suikoden 3, he didn't wear like traditional like clad black armor, like a knight. Instead, he wore like a black business suit with a fedora. Yeah, a really interesting getup choice for his character in that game, but honestly, I thought it was actually pretty interesting.
Anything else happening?
He even says all his fights, but the last one, I think, are designed for you to lose. But if you grind like I do, you can beat him. In Suikoden 3, oh yeah. Especially when you're going up against him in, the last fight. In the last battle against him. Oh my god, he was so broken in that fight.
I am so hyped. Are you?
I am the hype.
Oh, there you go.
Exactly what Metal said. I am the hype.
Just like Vegeta.
Cheater.
It's been quite a while since we had one of these battles.
Yeah.
There's just something about these fights that I always found to be very soothing. Lord Doom poses a really good question. He says, "Who is Hugo's dad?" That is a good question. That is very true, Lord Doom. Or very good question, rather.
That's so true. He said, it's crazy that lots of Marvel characters are only like B to D tier, and yet they can be OP if done right. Right? It's true. Like, there's characters like, they ain't even the ones you think about when you think of heavy hitters, and yet here's Moon Knight, like, haha. And like, a lot of people haven't even heard of him. Nobody talks about Luke Cage that much, but Luke Cage can see about you. You know?
Yeah, but too bad he couldn't see about Netflix, since his show and the other Marvel
Marvel
shows that are leaving Netflix.
In general.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll probably show up on Disney
Could
Plus.
not defeat.
Yeah, obviously.
At some point, right? I was thinking about that. At some point, they got to show up.
Oh yeah. It just wouldn't make sense if they didn't. Lord Doom says, some theory stuff I read imply it's Joey, but I don't see it. No, there's no way that it can be Joey. There's no way.
Well, that's why he said he don't see it.
Besides, that's not realistic. And you can see that Rio has his own cavalry unit, and with his own cavalry unit, he actually has a white horse instead of a traditional brown horse like all the other characters have. So I guess you could say Rio is trying to piss off Pat Sajak and saying that he's riding a brown horse. If you know the clip of Wheel of Fortune I'm talking about, but something tells me you probably don't.
Tell you about Wheel of Fortune. Star Child's in check. He has some Wheel of Fortune stories.
Does he?
Well, yeah, because he plays the PS4 version.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, the one that's put out by Ubisoft.
Like, yeah. Why play Trag when you can play Wheel of Fortune?
Lord Doom says something pretty interesting. He says there was a lady with Luke Cage's power set that fought X-23. She figured how to win that one, so I assumed drowning would also work on Luke. So if Namor shows up, he's toast.
Namor's also really strong. If I remember right, what Marvel does their strength thing by how many tons they lift, and Namor underwater is actually a like Hulk level, like 100+ ton, 100 tonner at least.
Uh-huh.
Crazy.
You can just see how much the Highland Army is dropping like flies at this point because of how powerful our own units are.
Drowning or dropping him from the sky at 1,000 feet. Huh. And they made Luke Cage seem nigh invulnerable with the Netflix show. Except for like these special bullets or whatever. They're like, haha, but like... I forgot how the show was trying to describe it. The show was like making it like seem like he's a clam or something with his skin.
Uh-huh.
Like, still, I forgot what it was. Do you remember? Lord Doom? Like Rosario Dawson, and it was like, well, if I shuck these clams or so, I forget what it was. It's weird.
Weird.
LPH's only hope when it comes to the Netflix Marvel shows that they don't get censored on Disney Plus.
Thankfully, as Wheels could test as well, right? Metal, that Disney Plus usually just puts a warning instead of censoring. Usually, I hope they don't.
They do, yeah.
I hope they don't censor and just put a warning. And Lord Doom said Ben Grimm didn't give a crap. He jumped into the ocean once, beat Namor, and dragged him out of the water while still beating him. Ben Grimm also like the Hulk is like a sparring partner to him. So like yeah, like I guess he wouldn't be scared of Namor. It's true. Ben will swing on anyone.
100%.
And don't forget the best version of Ben that will swing on anyone. The one from the Fred and Barney Meet the Thing.
Oh,
That's right.
And that one has access to the Clobber Force, so he's Thanos with all Infinity Stones still wouldn't be able to see about him. The man just decided to bend wood and turn it into metal. How? Lord Doom said that he once fought and beat Destroyer armor as it was being possessed by Galactus in space. It was nuts.
Yeah.
By the way, this Geekfire stream is brought to you by Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Actually, we're not, but Konami, please don't sue me for just saying that as a joke. Please. Please don't. I have no money. We just like talking about Master Duel every 2 seconds.
oh, good. That unit, one of our own units was down, but we did not get a battle report saying they were wounded or killed.
Oh, good. Because that's what it's... Down is okay, but wounded or killed is what's bad, right?
Yes.
Kind of like me in Virtua Fighter. I'm like, I can lose a round, but I ain't lost a match. Shoot. The round? Okay.
And Ben is a former wrestling champion, as LPH said.
Ah. So they said Luke Cage in the comics is power between his skin being invulnerable, but his organs aren't. And yeah, LPH said Ben was actually wrestling. And Lord Doom said an alternate universe where Deadpool killed everyone, which I actually read some of that. Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe.
Oh, yeah?
He put bombs that he shrunk with pin particles and then put them in the coffee. That's how he killed Luke Cage.
Ah.
Really?
I need to see Goku Black kills the Dragon Ball universe. Which is basically what led up to the Goku Black arc in the first place. And Luke was no more, he wrote.
And that's all she wrote. Oh, you damaged Kiba's unit. How dare you? Well, finally took you down. The enemy unit was hard as balls to try and damage. Well, maybe not as hard as balls to try and damage, but just was hard as balls in general.
Well, there you go. Don't worry about it.
Dang. Sometimes it seems like these war battles kind of drag on for a bit.
Oh, yeah. That's probably why they don't do them a whole lot.
Yeah.
Like, they do it to break up the pace, but they don't do it a whole lot, because then this pace would need to be broken up.
Mm-hmm.
Then they'll make you play a dice game, which you already played.
Oh,
And then they'll
yes.
make you play another game, and then you'll wonder
The
why
dice game.
The Gathering.
The dice game. I hate the dice game.
Right, Metal? The card that makes you play another game.
Oh, God's sake.
Oh yeah, the
What is
infamous
she doing so
Magic the
much
Gathering card
damage onto us?
Yeah.
Where you have to play a game within the game, and then whoever wins that game gets an advantage. But the problem is you can play games within games.
We're not playing
Rune
Magic
gets
today.
whacked.
Yeah.
God, I was doing so good at going up against this army, now they're just throwing hands at me. Man.
Lord Doom says, thing is, Goku Black wasn't strong enough to take down Beerus. Well, yeah, they do say that. But Kakarot, I think, explains how and why Beerus didn't show up. No, he says it. He says it in the show. Yeah. Yeah, he says it. He killed the Kaioshin, which in turn killed the God of Destruction, which in turn deactivated the angels that are tied to the God of Destruction. And that's why he was able to go just run roughshod. Like he did it the punk way, but he still technically like saw about everybody. Like, but he did do it in a you know little punk ass way.
Hmm.
Did Kaioshin die during Dabura? Whatever. He still did the thing. I said. Right? I remember them saying that. The Kaioshin are tied to the God of Destruction, gods, and the angels are also. You good?
Well, yeah, hopefully I'm good coming up, but it just seems like a lot of my characters are having trouble trying to damage some of these enemy units.
God, you should have been there yesterday when I was playing Super Robot Wars, and like my cheeks were clenched because the mission was that nobody had to die, and we had to do it in under 9 turns, and we had and like two of my characters were very close to death,
Oh yeah?
and like it was just luck.
Lord Doom says
Lord
in
Doom-
Trunks' timeline,
yeah.
that's how Shen died. Everything else you said was 100% correct, though.
Yeah. Speaking of that, Lord Doom was there for that. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, and we all agree that if someone dies, no matter what, we blame Katina. If you don't know who Katina is, Kyle, she's this one character in Super Robot Wars who pretty much everyone hates.
Ah,
Because Lord Doom said it perfectly on on yesterday's show, where like, she talks such a big game, but she has no skills to back it up. Like if she had the skill to back it up, to throw the hands that she says she could throw, it'd be like less annoying. But the fact that she's like, I'm gonna make everybody see these hands, and she's like, everybody's like, yeah, no. You're not even like, she's like bottom tier. She never pilots her own cool mech. She stays when it gets fenced like Russell. But Russell knows not to talk like that. So that's why I like Russell so much. Russell's just a normal guy. MVP. Lord Doom said she could tank the blame. That's her use. That's what she's a tank for. She'll tank the blame. And LPA said, time travel is BS sometimes. Pretty much every fictional story does it so weird. That's why I don't think I've ever done this time. Like, and I wrote a lot of random stuff that I published or anything, but none of my stories have time travel in it. Just because I'm like, you gotta come up with the rules. And time, like, it's always like, you always come up with some sort of plot hole somewhere. More often than not, anyways. I don't know if there are probably some stories out there like, no, we don't have plot holes. I'm like, okay then. A lot of them do.
Yeah. And this is why Elmo make friends with the Daleks.
Yeah. And Lord Doomclair went about Katina. If she had that personality but Sanger's skills, then I'd say okay, she has the right to talk. But she doesn't, so she should live in silence. Exactly. She gets so overshadowed. When I continue the game, you're pretty much gonna see me never use her again. Like when you get so many characters and you choose, you're never gonna see her.
Mm-hmm.
Or rarely, anyways. I think when part 2 starts, it starts off with her.
All right, finally, this battle's done.
All right.
Uber, well, we threw our hands at him, and we did not. Even though we lost some units, none of them were reported wounded or killed in action.
Well, that's good.
Yes. So,
is there a thing that tells you that, like, if you, like... Well, that right there, right, tells you that, so you don't have to worry, you still have all the stars.
yeah. I mean, you would get a report during the fight that says, or somebody would just report to you saying, hey, this unit died in battle.
Sorry, bro. Like, dang, damn it.
Yeah. And still, it was just Gilbert Gottfried who ended up, dying before, but we brought him back to life thanks to a little magic. Quote unquote.
LPHS, it got better in the later games?
If she got better in the later games, which one?
Oh, Katina?
Oh, Katina.
Katina, not really. What's funny is that the 9-year-old that created her actually did give her own mech, but they have yet to ever actually give her that personal mech, which looks like just an octopus. And Lord Doom is 100%. I agree with him. Katina should be the joke character, not Tasku. I think that's the craziest part. Exactly. Tasku's MVP. He was MVP when my cheeks were clenched in that last match I was telling you about, Kyle. Where they're like, everybody has to survive, and yet everybody has to survive. It has to be completed in 9 turns, and there's bajillions of enemies that are all trying to make sure you die ASAP.
Hmm.
And it was just because of Tasuku that I was able to live, because he's literally a giant shield. That's the name of his mech, Giant Shield. Gigan's. And like, he tanked everything and barely even lost, not even a third of his health, Kyle. Not even an eighth of his health. Like, maybe like a 10th of his health, maybe?
Yeah.
That's it.
Dang.
Who said it? He said Tasku was a solid block of adamantium. It was nuts. Hey, Metal, was there news about a Guyver figure that's actually, like, known? Because Wheels showed me a Guyver figure last night. I only remember that because that monster Kyle was fighting reminded me of Guyver.
You're talking about the golem, right? The stone golem. The one with the chest laser.
Yeah, that's because that's literally what Guyver does.
Or as I call it, the nipple lasers. I remember back when I was doing reviews of the 2012 Ninja Turtles cartoon, there was a episode called Parasitica, and it actually involved Raphael going up against this... No, it wasn't Parasitica, it was called Cockroach Terminator. And basically Raph was going up against this mutant cockroach that was actually like a spy cam that Donnie created by having a little camera installed on a cockroach, but the cockroach got hit with mutagen, so it transformed into a giant, just grotesque monster that's all, what they would feel like underneath like a hard cocoon, like a hard shell or whatever, kind of like what a butterfly would feel like after, it's hatched out of its cocoon, just how soft it is. And basically the part with the with the Cockroach Terminator is that he would always have explosive gel come out of his nipples or his fat that's underneath his nipples. And I was going to call him explosive nipple guts during the review, but the thing is that the I think it was the Boston Marathon bombing happened at that time. Was it like 2013 when that happened?
Lord Doom said about what happened yesterday was he said they were firing these massive beams at him, and you think, oh, that's gonna hurt, and then the damage pops up at just 10 out of like 10,000 HP, which is true. Kyle. The Tasku, the characters from Robot Wars, you see these massive Kamehamehas being thrown at him, and the damage would just say 10.
Interesting.
10 hits out of 10,000 HP he had.
Hmm.
And it says the joke was they were spending all their resources shooting stuff at him just to cause tiny scratches on Tasku's mech that you would need a magnifying lens to even see.
Oh, wow.
Dude, like, he's super, like, they kept trying, and it's like, hey, you're not hurting him. Stop.
Don't waste your time.
He even says, sometimes when they attack him, and they hit him, and it only says 10 points, he even says, I don't know, he literally says, and this is quote, I don't know if you got the memo, but this thing here, giant shield.
Hmm.
You get it? He's like, yeah, like it's literally the name of the mech, giant shield. Like,
Giant shield.
I'm not, you're not gonna hurt me.
No. I am invincible. Basically what Giant Shield says, right?
Yeah.
Lord Doom says, he's just Saitama.
Basically. And the voice of Tasku, who pilots the Gigan Scudo.
Mm-hmm.
He's Lord Doom knows him. He's Tobia from Crossbone Gundam when they have him in games.
Well, that's
and
cool.
He's also Usopp in One Piece, and he's also, if somebody you do know,
when you say
Teddy in Persona.
When you say Usopp, you're talking about the Funimation dub, right?
No, the Japanese.
Oh, the Japanese one. Okay, never mind then.
Super Robot still hasn't gotten dubbed.
Oh yes, that is. You're absolutely right. I forgot about that.
He's Persona. He's Teddy in Persona. Tobia. Dragon Ball Xenoverse. He's Few. You know, the little demon guy who's the son of Towa.
Oh, okay.
Breath of Fire 6. He was Ryu.
Breath of Fire 6, the one that was on Smart devices.
Yeah, I wish they actually made a proper console.
Yes, that really just sunk my heart when I found out that it was just a mobile game.
Yep.
It's like, really? When that series is synonymous for being like a fully packaged retail game, but you have to make it into a mobile?
For real.
That's like if a third Lunar game got made, but Game Arts is like, guess what, we're making it mobile only. You know, a lot of people would be pissed off about that. I know I would.
He's also Bugs Bunny in Looney Tunes.
Japanese Bugs Bunny? Oh wow. That's interesting. And Lord Doom says he's probably his favorite third Japanese voice actor.
Yeah.
Did he have an official name?
The guy?
Yeah.
Kappei Yamaguchi.
Oh, Kappei Yamaguchi. Oh yes, the guy who the guy who voices Inuyasha in Japanese.
Yeah. Yes, that was also a big one. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah. So the character he voiced in Super Robot Wars, they treat him like a joke, despite what we said that he's actually MVP.
Uh-huh.
Like.
Yeah, I just needed a name there for a second. It's like when you mentioned Kappa Yamaguchi, it's like, oh hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I would say he's definitely one of my favorites too. But to be honest, I really don't know who's my favorite Japanese voice actor. Jerry, would you say yours is probably Masako Nozawa because of her voicing Goku? Probably not.
She's up there.
Yeah.
On my anime list, I had some Precure voice actresses as favorite people. I forget why. Let me double check what else they did besides Precure. There we go. Yui Hori. What did she do? Yui Hori. She did Azur Lane. Isekai Quartet with Azur Lane.
Probably the Japanese voices I probably know the most, or the voice actors, are probably Takahiro Sakurai. I think that's what his name was, and Rami Park.
Oh yeah. No. She's because what? She's Edward, right?
Mm-hmm. Edward Elric in Full Metal Alchemist, and Hitsugaya in Bleach.
And when we watched Hellsing, she was Walter when he got de-aged.
Oh yes.
Let's see, Yui Hori, she did like. Oh, she's Chie in Persona 4. Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Really?
Yui Hori is in a lot of stuff. So yeah. Crap ton. So yeah, she's legendary. That's probably why. Yeah, okay. She has so much; it's hard to even go through her list, bro.
Uh-huh.
And then the other one I liked was Takahashi Rie. What did she do? Rie Takahashi. Oh, she's MASH in Fate.
Huh.
And Amelia in ReZero. You know, the girl the guy likes.
Uh-huh. So as you guys can see, we're fighting Lucia again.
Yes, they are both legendary, Lord Doom. Tomokazu Sugita and Takahito Koyasu. They played Young Joseph and Dio.
Respectively.
Yeah, respectively. Intense and purposes. Not intensive purposes, like I tend to say. People say. Yeah. Respectively, intense and purposes. What's another phrase people mess up? A whole nother.
Yeah.
I got that from Stewie because he said he'll throw people into jail.
Did he really say that?
Yeah, Stewie said if people who say intensive purposes, a whole nother, shall be thrown into a work camp, returned to jail, something like that.
Including Deadpool, Dio's voice actor was also Deadpool.
Oh wow.
I guess he voiced Deadpool in whatever Marvel game that was out there that came in Japan, like Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and the Deadpool video game that was done by Activision. And probably even voiced Deadpool as well in the live action movies.
Hi. Puffy Amulet. Oh, I don't know.
I remember somebody actually made Deadpool playable in Mugen.
Well, if there's any place to do it.
But one of his
Mugen.
victory quotes is just actually really funny. It's like he'll lead the screen, but then he'll kind of do like a sprite wipe across the screen with him like pressing his face on the screen and his hands too, and he'll say, "You just won a new car."
Well, all right.
Yeah, it's weird, but
I saw somebody take Rock Howard's sprite and turn it into Dante. Devil May Cry.
oh, it was Avengers Disc Wars where he voiced Deadpool. That's what Lord Doom says.
Yeah, I know that series, but I never saw it. I remember when that came out though.
Once we liberate Green Hill, we should be able to wrap up for
All right.
for today.
Nice. Got to save all the birds.
And then we go back to you.
And the squirrels.
That's pretty much all, right, Mel? And then we go back to you.
Gotta save all the squirrels and birds because we gotta make sure that Sonic gets in his glory. Besides, since we were in Green Hill City, why have we not even see James Marsden in that city? Since he is in Green Hills.
I don't know.
Beverly Hills. You're thinking of Beverly Hills.
Oh, hey, Project.
Hey.
What?
He says he's got a story to tell us all when we get on Discord after the stream.
Which we will. Yes.
Typical Project shenanigans, but it's hilarious, as he says. I can't wait.
Yeah, we're almost done here, by the way.
Yeah, for...
I said Green Hill Zone. Kill Robotnik. Typical stuff. The Sega Cross Konami crossover you never thought would happen. Suikoden kills the Sonic universe.
It starts and ends with the letter S. Like shenanigans?
I'm assuming.
But sir, our shenanigans are cheeky and fun. His shenanigans are dull and tragic. Doesn't count as shenanigans at all, really. Evil shenanigans! I swear to God, I'll pistol crack the next person who yells out shenanigans!
Shenanigans?
Oh, other than shenanigans, as Project said. Hey, Farva, what's the name of that restaurant you like to eat at? You know, that has all the goofy shit on the wall and the mozzarella sticks? You mean shenanigans?
Shenanigans?
Oh. Might will get you banned on Twitch. Oh,
Yeah,
his story,
I have
yeah.
an idea what Project's talking about. That's why he's saying, I'll tell you on Discord. By the way, I keep wondering, who's this guy that added a Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel? Wheels has to keep reminding me. Is that you guy who streams it? Oh yeah.
Lord Dude says that there was a club named Shenanigans where he's at.
Never went because if there's anywhere from that. Yeah, exactly. It'd be a place named that. Exactly. Oh man, where'd you get jumped? Shenanigans. Well, duh. It's called Shenanigans. What did you expect? Alright, you got me there. Project said there was also a restaurant
named Shenanigans from the movie Waiting. Oh yeah, and Super. Oh wait a minute. Yeah, it was Super Troopers, but I guess he must be referring to something else. Oh yeah. Especially if you never give Farva his liter of cola, he'll see about you.
It's true. That's something I learned when I was working as a dishwasher. The chef was like, "Remember, never somebody gives you your food." The chef said, "I was like, oh, I see." I was like, "I see." Also, you ever see the movie Fight Club?
Oh yeah, I've seen it once. I really like the song. This is your life, this is your life, this is your life, this is your life. Doesn't get any better than this.
Remember, if you have a split personality, shoot yourself in the face. You'll survive, but he won't.
Yeah. Alright. We're here at the heart of the city. Now going up against Uber. But we don't fight him
Lord
directly.
Doom said he thought the guy that was holding a spear was holding a rake.
No.
He was like, wait a minute. You are Rio. Project said there's also a bar downtown that's still around called Shenanigans. And Lord Doom said, that joke, man, memory unlocked.
Alright, here's our boss. It's called the Bone Dragon.
Oh, Skull Greymon. Okay.
Yes.
Right, metal. Skeletal Dragon? No, that's just Skull Greymon. Yeah, how many... Let's think about Digimon. They always be having, like... so many evolutions, like, haha.
Oh yeah.
Hey, she's reading manga and eating ramen again.
Perfect.
Project said it has a true-to-size leprechaun statue at the front.
It's funny how that dragon's already skeleton. Look at that proof! It looked like his skeleton was showing. I'm like, wait a minute now. You're already a skeleton.
Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. It is immune to, it's immune to, lightning damage, so I can't use Flick's Rune against, this monster. But I tell you, this dragon does pack a punch when it comes to its, fiery breath.
Lord Doom said there's a story called Hulk the End, and in it Bruce Banner dies of a heart attack, but the Hulk still lives on, and they say the Banner personality died, and I'm there thinking, that doesn't work that way.
Huh.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
That's very interesting how Bruce Banner's alter ego lives on, even though he dies. I mean, that's kind of like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde types of, sorcery right there.
Project said the story was supposed to be ironic because Hulk hated Banner. And when Banner quote unquote died, Hulk was finally alone. Was this an alternate universe project, Lord Dude? Was this like old man Wolverine style? Except there, thankfully, Hulk didn't make incest babies, did he? Lord Doom said, yeah, it was another.
An Elseworlds type of tale.
Another time, another place. You know what it's worth. Been gone for quite a while, but now I'm back to Earth. Oh, it was a one-shot. Okay.
Good old dark humor, LPH says. This Bone Dragon, one of the only bosses who actually has a roar soundbite.
Huh.
But we don't hear it anymore because it's dead.
Good.
Yes.
That did a lot of damage, golly.
Oh yeah, that fiery breath from that Bone Dragon, it's no joke.
No, I mean the way you killed him. That did.
Oh yeah, the wind rune. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Lord Doom said that Punisher story where he kills everyone. He kills the Hulk by just waiting for him to turn back into Banner, and then shoots him in the head.
So now, as you see, Green Hill Zone is liberated again. But this time it wasn't Sonic the Hedgehog who saved it. We did.
I can imagine if I was them. Where's my music? What do you mean? You know the da 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 da. When you're not Sonic, I demand that music. LPH asked if DC ever did a storyline where like that, where somebody kills the whole DC universe like Marvel does.
I would say probably the closest thing I could think of is Flashpoint Paradox. Even though it's not really, the Flash actually killing everybody, but just creating an alternate timeline.
Lord Doom said Injustice, basically.
Injustice? I guess it would make sense because of Superman being the leader of the regime.
And Tales from a Dark Multiverse does that, apparently, as well.
So, as news has been brought to our attention that the Matilda Kingdom, where the Rock Axe Castle was located, it surrendered to Highland. So,
oh boy.
Highland's got a power boost to their side.
Yeah.
Well, it's just interesting how this story is progressing along. I mean, since we're nearing towards the end game, basically.
All right. Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. I would say we're probably like 80 or 85% complete of this game already.
Wow. I guess, Mello, I hope you're getting your Lord of the Rings knowledge ready.
Oh, no, I'll do my best.
What's the chat say?
Lord Doom says, speaking of Darkseid, I forgot, but there was a story where Spectre was able to one-shot Darkseid and tank his Omega beams. It was sick. And then LPH says, well, Darkseid War is New 52, and most of New 52 was bad.
Yeah, there was some good, but yeah, when LPH said ain't long. A lot of it was bad. Unfortunately.
Yeah. I know, I'm trying to get to another save point here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we should be
them
getting to
marching
one.
along.
Yeah, we should be getting to another one pretty soon.
I believe you.
But do you, though?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. Lord Doom says also a point where the Spectre, quote unquote, fought Superman. And Project was like, man, Darkseid War, that was terrible. But it wasn't just Darkseid War. And Lord Doom said, and by fight, quote unquote, I mean he just stood there and went intangible as Superman tried to hurt him. And him explaining that if he wanted to, he could have put Supes down right there, but that wasn't his goal. LPA said the second worst DC New 52 movies because Batman Bad Blood. Second worst DC 52.
I remember how Batman pretty much took on the entirety of the Justice League, and because he pretty much knows their weaknesses.
Oh, you mean Doom was the animated movie, but the comic was Tower of Babel.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Which guess what? I have that comic, the paperback.
Oh, nice. Okay, we're gonna see one more story-based sequence, and then we'll go to the save point.
All right. So what are they talking about? Stuff?
Now we're being reunited with Joey again.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay, it's Joey. Yep.
Atreides.
Go. Hey, Joey.
He says he doesn't want to fight us. Well, sorry, can't do that.
No, we're gonna fight, Joey. Look a blight on us. Come on now.
And he is a blight, technically. Because he married, Jillia, remember?
I was talking about Luca Blight. Oh yeah, he is Blight. Oh, you're right. You know what I thought you meant, like he is a Blight, like
No, he's not. He's not technically like
he's
that,
a
but
blight
he's
on
a
the land.
blight by family name now.
You mean by marriage? Yes.
Yes.
He is, yes. I was like, what? My brain forgot already, despite bringing up Luca Blight. That's her last name. Little on point with that last name though. A little too.
Yeah, a little too on point.
Nose.
Yeah, a little too on the nose.
And Joey says ever since the both of them got the Bright Shield and the Black Shield rune, that they were destined to fight each other in this war. Basically, the truth about the true runes that they bore is coming to light. And I even made mention of this, how they're two halves of one rune called the Rune of Beginning, where the purpose of the halves of the two halves of the rune are meant to fight each other in conflict, basically.
Lord Doom said Dr. Manhattan also did that. Fought the entire extended league minus Trinity, and they could do nothing. And a Trinity for DC is, as you know, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. Or as I call it, Batuper Woman.
Batuper.
Batuper Woman. Jeez.
Wow. Wow.
Why do I do this? Batuper Woman. Confusing their names.
All right. Now we got done with that story-based sequence. Now let's go to a save point and actually end off the stream. I will tell you guys right here, and the next time when we stream, that we're going to get the remaining 108 Stars of Destiny into our army. And then after we get the rest of them,
Neat.
then we should be able to finish off the game from there. And it's not allowing us to go into town? What? Come on! You're saying I can't even save my progress here?
Oh my god.
Really, game?
Hey.
I never even knew
Hey.
about this. Well, it's okay. I mean, we can stop right here if we want to.
All right.
I mean,
As long as you're not losing any progress here.
right. I'll make a save state.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right. So, I think it's my turn this time since, or is
Really?
no, it's Metal's
I don't-
turn
I don't
since he
ever got-
wasn't here
yeah.
last week.
Exactly.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyways, check me out on Twitter at MetalBlueEyes0, YouTube Metal Blue Eyes, and of course, I stream with my buddies over at Hero Club for Life on Twitch Wednesdays, in which we talk about some news and the geeky plastic crack stuff that we like to talk about, as well as usually look at a movie or a show or something, all that good stuff. That's Wednesdays at 9 Eastern. And then, of course, we usually also stream Fridays, also at 9 Eastern. Usually just hanging out, shooting the breeze, That's all good stuff. Yeah, check us out.
Okay.
Hero-club.com.
Yes, hero-club.com for all your hero news.
Yes. Alrighty. Well, you guys can follow me at youtube.com/RPG reviews. That's where I work on my creative content. And you can also follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/RPG reviews, although I pretty much use that as a secondary streaming channel, since I pretty much stream on YouTube primarily, and I stream on both that and Twitch through Restream, so follow me at both those sources when you possibly can. And in the meantime, stay up to date with me through social media at facebook.com/RPG reviews and twitter.com/RPG reviews. And be on the lookout for more content that's coming from not only me in the future, but also from us as the Geek Fighters that you guys are not going to find anywhere else. All
My
right.
turn?
Yeah, it is your turn.
Well, you can follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/fighterkaus. That's FIGHTERXAOS, and that's my name on all social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I stream on Twitch 4 p.m. Tuesdays and Fridays. Tuesdays and is this week is a little different. We're gonna be playing KOF 15 Tuesday and Friday, and after that it's gonna be KOF 15 Tuesday and Street Fighter Alpha 3 Friday. But then after that, it's back to the normal schedule of King of Fighters Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern and Super Robot Wars OGs at Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern. Like, we got like 2 special weeks, but yeah.
All right, cool.
After
All
that,
right.
it's KOF and Super Robot Wars.
Yes, he's calling, like we said, he's calling it King of Tuesdays this Tuesday. His
Oh,
new
yeah.
series.
The King of Fighters.
And don't worry, King of Fighters 15 is not a shameless Street Fighter 5 rip-off,
Thank God.
which Ignat Rizzi just laughed his ass off when that guy made that comment about it. Funny to know how that guy took down that
'Cause if
video
you- 'cause
quickly
if you-
when he
yeah,
realized
'cause
that
if
he...
you know the history of KOF, you'll know that it's not only not a ripoff, it's literally the same people who made Street Fighter.
Right. Okay, so as I said, join us next week for when we resume where we left off. We go through another set of war battles. One when we have to go to Muse, and then after that, we will recruit the rest of the 108 Stars of Destiny into our army. And then after we do that, then from here on out, we make our way towards the end of the game. Well, we just work our way towards the end of the game. We won't finish up the game next week, but we will just start making our way towards the end of the game by just following the rest of the story, pretty much. So, until then, this is Double RPG.
Metal Blue Eyes.
I'm Fighter Cows.
And, Fighter Cows, you got 2 words to end off the stream. And they are...
Nimi. Kanyo.
Peace out, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a happy Valentine's Day, and we'll see you next Saturday. So, bye-bye.
See ya.